Gunny, here. Nope. Gunny, here. Here. Sit. Gunny, sit. Good. Good job. Gunny. Let's go. Good job. Let's go. Gunny, let's go. Come on, bub.
So he knows what it he knows what that It's like a lightning bolt right there.
Yep.
You see it? Yeah.
Yep.
And that's and you hit the plus and minus to turn it up. It
Okay.
goes in increments of like 1, so you can go from 0 to
Okay.
90.
Yes. Yes.
And again, yeah, it's just that unlock.
Most of them are fairly similar. I have a weird one.
Yeah.
Sit. No, sit.
Huh?
Sit.
Oh,
Mine's a little different.
they can't see. He has a finger button on his hand that
Oh.
triggers his e-collar.
They're pretty cool.
He's
They're like
got a
$250 though.
Got the Batman email.
Yeah. Come on, boy. Come on. Yeah.
So that's pretty. I
What
mean,
else?
they're pretty straightforward. Like I said, they are both synced to ET collar, so you're gonna make sure you don't accidentally cut.
Yep.
You don't need
Yep.
to. So
What I normally recommend is getting a like a reflective
Yeah.
sticker,
Yeah, we'll
And
put their
tag
names on it.
colors, and put names. Yeah.
The
I
e-collar
have the white out pens that we can just put their initials on.
Perfect.
and the e-collars when we get them in your car and stuff, I'll show you how to take off the e-collar.
Okay.
What? Because obviously they're like a one size fits all, so you have to kind of know how to put it on. So where if you put it on too loose, it's like ineffective, and if it's too tight, all you're gonna do is just like really.
Well, you can choke them out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
choke your dog.
I done it
So-
by accident before where I walked over and I looked and I was like, man, like you seem off. And then like I looked at their eyes and their eyes were like a little red and I was like, oh, I'm choking you. Oh no. Yeah.
And how to obviously turn it on.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
So,
It's unlikely you'll do that because they're not super long-haired dogs.
And when
Yeah.
we do, I actually forgot.
Does all this stay on them all the time? Or?
You're gonna wanna whenever you go on a walk, right? Leave that on.
I would say most of the time, but not when they're sleeping,
Yeah.
right? But even, and it depends on the situation.
We have
Yeah.
3 local townhouses. They're allowed
Yeah.
on levels 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I work from home, so they are
Got it.
mainly downstairs with me all day,
Got it.
laying around being lazy because
Yeah.
we got nothing else to do. They do have in and out access to the yard, but
What I would say is, if they're laying around being lazy and they're not doing anything, do they do anything stupid?
no.
Okay, then don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, like if there's a time where you need to reinforce it, then it's very convenient to have the tools on.
Okay.
If you're in a situation where like they're not doing anything and you don't have any behavioral issues in those scenarios, and you're not really even asking them for that many obedience commands, and you don't really need a lot of ways to reinforce it, you could just reinforce it verbally, well, then they don't need to have it on. But if you're taking them out on a walk, or if you have people over and you want to have them out, then yeah, have the tools on. That way you can easily reinforce. Because with this, like, you don't have to have a leash on it to grab it at the base of it where this little O-ring is.
Okay.
And you could just
No.
do like that if you need, right? And they look like medieval torture devices.
I know.
Yeah. But normally they're just kind of like necklaces.
And the last thing I do need to remember is when we do put the dogs in the car, I unfortunately forgot the medication.
Oh, okay. We can go back and get them.
Yeah.
We'll bring them over to you. Yeah. One of us. I'll probably head out while he's doing the sign, and
They both have.
I'll bring them over for you.
Gunny has.
This is antibiotics.
I know. Do they need it tonight or?
We gave it to them today, I believe.
Is it once a day or every 12 hours?
It's every 12 hours.
Every 12 hours. So they'll need it
Need
tonight.
it again.
Yeah.
They will. So we'll get it to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Fortunately, we caught it early,
Yes.
so
thankfully.
that's why we have that vet where
the
it's like.
second,
Yeah.
You
No,
gotta
I
deal with
noticed a
them.
little cough, but the second it like picked up at all, I was like, okay, we just
okay.
Yeah.
taken care
I
of.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, you know, I
Nice.
become attached to each dog that
I would
I
imagine.
work
Yeah.
with.
I
So,
would imagine.
you know, there's always a little part of me that's like, what would happen if I just stole their
Kept
dog?
the dog.
And they never, like, we had this retriever,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like a
Sit.
sucker for golden retrievers. I was like, what would happen if magically their owners disappeared and then I had to keep the retriever? No.
Luna,
I joke,
sit.
of course, but yeah.
Luna,
sit.
sit.
Honey.
There you go. Good job.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah. So the other situation though that I wanted to talk about was the calmness with people, right? So there's something that I call window theory. And by the way, I'm recording most of this, so you'll get to see it again.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. 'Cause I do that on purpose.
Okay.
That way you can see, okay, this is all the stuff they talked about, because you might not remember everything.
Yeah.
Right. And if I gave you a transcript, it'd be like a book. And I don't mean, if you were going to read a book, you could have just read it and trained your dogs yourself.
Right.
Potentially.
I bought a book to train them in.
It didn't work out. Right. Okay. Yeah. So with the windows, there are 4 windows, and those windows, it's like a window theory. Like you have a window pane, 1, 2, 3, 4 window in the window pane, right? And those are representative of context in the dog's life. So one context is obedience, right? That's one of the things we teach them. So normally off the bat, dogs don't have an obedience context. They don't know any obedience commands. There is no such thing, right? So we install that, we teach them the obedience, and then you can use that context whenever you need to, right? You can use the obedience. But the other 3 are a little bit more natural. But in recent times, it's become more difficult for people, and that's why we end up getting a bunch of clients, honestly. So the first one is just unsupervised play. They're just doing whatever they want. Just complete freedom, and they're just running around like lunatics, right? A dog's somewhat natural state. They're just having a great time doing whatever. And that's completely fine in the right place, right? So if you think about, like, in your life, where is a good place for that? Backyard, right? You put them out in the backyard, and they go nuts, and you don't care. Doesn't matter. As long as when you ask them to come to you, which is the obedience context, they listen, then you're fine, right? The second one is
Luna, sit.
cooperative play with you, right? So whatever you like doing with them, fetch, throwing the ball, playing tug, personal play, just like, just something like that. It's like, like, I don't know, a lot of times dads like to wrestle with their dogs. I do. I wrestle with my dog. Can't help it. Really hard for me not to do it, but and then my wife's like, she jumps on me. I'm like, that might be my fault, you know.
I had a dog that makes this dog look low drive one time. My dog would just like, it was a full breed lab and a pure breed, and he was crazy. I could actually put the tug in his mouth, and he would actually hold it while I was flinging it in the air.
I don't know if it's a texture thing or what, but he won't fetch anything.
Yeah, he doesn't care about the ball.
Nope.
No.
She loves to play, him not so much.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I noticed that he liked it if I just came up and rubbed on him or gave him food.
Yep.
It was like,
Oh, yes.
Well, yeah, food. He ain't gonna turn food
Yeah,
down.
he's very much.
Yeah, actually, I tried to
Food
convince him.
driven.
I'm like, play with him. I'm like, get him to do like the play fetch and stuff. And he was like, I don't know, dude. This dog likes food.
Yeah.
When I lived out in Nash County, a buddy of mine has a AR that he built that he put a barrel on that you can launch tennis
Shoot
balls.
tennis balls out of?
And
she'll like look at it. But
she would haul ass to get it.
No.
Yeah.
Him, he'd take 3 steps like, fuck that.
I'm not doing that. Yeah. Yeah.
Turn around, come right back to us.
Exactly.
He kind of gives me this look of like, I'll throw it, and at first he'll start to look at me. He's like, I'm not paid enough for this. So he just walks away.
Yeah.
And
He's like,
the
yeah, no,
rope,
you got the
rope
wrong
toys and stuff, we'll put them in his mouth, and as soon as he gets it in his mouth, he spits them out. I don't know if it's the texture or what.
It might be a lot of work it would be probably a lot of work to get him to do it. And I've been successful getting dogs who didn't want to play, but sometimes just in different ways. But if he works really well for food, in this case, you'd probably be fine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. If he even sees it.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
because
know.
we would,
He got aggressive after a while.
really.
Yeah. Just.
But fortunately, there is another
I
thing
nipped it, but-
that makes it where you don't have to have food on you at all times, because he will work for one other thing. Because there is something that he is super motivated for that's not play and not food.
Attention.
He wants to go see stuff,
Oh God, yes.
like
yes.
badly. Like he wants to leave,
Yes.
right? So you can use that, right? So like say I'm walking around, Gunny, let's go, come on, dude, yeah. Right? Say I'm walking around and I ask him to do something. Gunny, sit. Right? Well, then I can say, break, go, right? And then I can just let him do stuff. And then he's happy with that.
That's his reward.
Yeah, that's it. Because now he's happy, he's free.
For the 900th time.
Yeah, so like I worship at the altar
Yeah.
negative reinforcement
Yeah.
and the release command, which in this case is break.
Break.
You guys did break with them, yeah.
Yeah.
So I always use either break or okay. Lately, I don't know why, been using a lot of okay. But break and then let them go do whatever they're gonna do.
Right.
So think about what the dog actually wants. Sometimes they don't even want the treat. They don't care. Have you ever had either one of them blow by you when you're trying to give them a treat? No? Okay. I've had it happen with a lot of dogs. I didn't work with them very much. He worked with them a bunch.
Gunny would not blow by if you had food.
He might not, yeah. Okay.
No.
Well, we would clean our kennels like in every morning to make sure the dogs are nice and clean and
Yeah.
sanitary and everything. And we have this little spot that we'll I'll put them in so I can get everything clean. And once we clean it, we bring food, water in, and we refill the water buckets. And I'd bring the food in. And Gunny, I would swear his eyes went in. Like,
Oh,
two
yeah.
different directions. He'd be like,
I know
oh
that
my
look.
God.
Oh, I
And
know that look.
I'd
Yeah.
set the
Yeah.
food out and he'd
Oh,
just
yeah.
get more crazy. And all I
Yeah.
have to do is slightly open that latch and he just bolt through.
Yeah.
We have a
Yeah.
water heater.
He
water
acts
heater.
like he's starving.
Yeah. So those are your two options.
Yeah.
You can use the food,
Yeah.
and you can also use the
Break.
release into whatever environment he's interested
Right.
in. Yeah.
Yeah, the water heater room is where their food and their treats are. And if he could be upstairs in the kitchen, if he hears that magnet separate on the door, he will bolt down those steps and just sit there and pray
Wait.
that you're pulling a treat
Yeah.
out for him.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw him pass by food.
Pass by food. No.
In fact,
he would
Yeah.
never.
I saw him try to eat other people's food.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
He eats hers all the
He
time.
Uh-huh.
That's
Actually-
and I'm like, that's why you're fat and why she can't gain weight.
Yeah.
Actually,
You
when he
eat
was
her
a puppy,
I would just feed them separate.
I
will-
do. There's,
Yeah.
They're,
do.
they're,
Oh,
they have
you mean
separate
separate
bowls.
times?
Either separate times or put one of them in a crate. Let them eat
Or
in the
just
crate.
separate areas.
And then, or like separate rooms, and let them eat, and then
We've done
Let 'em
that.
go.
See, when he was a puppy, she'd be eating, and he inhales it. She takes her time.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
eats his
So-
water.
Oh yeah.
I know.
So she'd be sitting there just picking at it and stuff. He'll start barking at her. She'll eventually get the shits of him, and she'll just walk away
Yeah.
and be like, "Screw this."
And
Yeah.
then he'll
And
finish
then I
it.
got to go and feed her again
Yeah.
because she didn't get to eat.
yeah. No, that's
It's
what
not
I would
too
do.
much of it.
Just separate them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's really not too much of that. I think for the most part.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys are good, they're good.
Yeah.
Which speaking
Ultimately, it's what you're good with.
I
Yeah.
think in the beginning he ate a lot of her food, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
We're
I'm
speaking
down
on
there
the
with
topic
him,
of food
so-
while I'm just thinking
Yeah.
about it. With the medication.
Yeah.
With what I've been doing with what I did with the food today, just to make it really easy. Because I was not worried that Gunny was gonna not eat.
He's gonna take his food,
I
so
was-
he's gonna take the meds.
And
No, but her, you
Luna,
gotta-
she actually took it too. What
Oh,
I
good,
did
I'm
is
glad.
I put just a spoonful of peanut butter on top of the food,
Okay.
and then put the medication on it, so then they just eat it all at once.
Okay.
And you don't have to
Because if they're gonna lick the
down a
peanut
dog's
butter, they
throat.
can't spit the pill out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we've done it with.
So put the
with
pill on
bread.
top of the peanut butter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like nestle it in there.
So they both
'Cause
have two.
she will-
They
yeah.
both
I've
have
had
two
to, like,
containers.
Put pills in her throat, hold her mouth closed to get her. To
I did
swallow.
that this morning. So
With her.
with a different dog.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, with her, we put it in bread.
He had
and
surgery,
The
so.
pill has come out in her mouth, and she'll spit the pill out and eat the rest of the
Yeah.
bread.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
That's what he does
which
to
in
me. I
turn
was-
makes me
Yeah.
hold her.
The peanut
Like
butter
2 nights
worked
ago, I was ready
Okay.
to punch this
you.
dog in the face. Yeah, he's a blue heeler, and so he's a nut anyway. And he will not. I'm like, I fed you like 6 slices of cheese, and every time I give it to you, you like spit the pill out. So I'm like,
We're done with the cheese.
we're done with the cheese. Like
Right.
you're gonna take the pill now.
Right.
Like it's not gonna be good.
Yep.
You're not gonna like it.
Is that what it?
Yeah.
They're
So we
crazy.
like crushed it
Oh,
up
yeah.
in like aluminum. I crushed it up in aluminum foil,
Uh-huh.
like with a rock,
Uh-huh.
and then mixed it with water,
Yeah.
and then used a syringe and just shot it
There
down
you go.
into his mouth, and was like, nope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mouth closed.
So sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Gotta do
But
what you gotta do.
To be fair,
peanut butter is the easiest.
The
That's
two blue
right.
healers we have are like the blue healers.
Yeah.
Like one of them's actually a sport dog.
Oh, he's in the truck
Like,
right now.
He will actually, if you threw the ball over like to the end of that tennis court, he would be there and back in what, 15 seconds?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he-
my
he-
daughter's dog is.
he'd be
That's
sprinting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be sprinting. Yeah. So, circling back to the context thing, I gave you 3 of them, but not the 4th one. The 4th one's the important one in this case. So you got obedience, you've got crazy, doing whatever they want in the backyard, and you've got structured activities with you, like playing with them, or some other kind of thing that is fulfillment to them, like where you're cooperating together, like, hey, let's go pee on this tree, dude, which he'll probably pee on it again.
Uh huh. Yep.
You gonna do it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Mark it
Like
again.
I've only peed on it
Yeah.
200 times.
But that's
I
like for
mean-
us, that was a cooperative activity. I
Right.
got him to do that,
Yep.
right? So that's in that context. The other one is, this is the fourth out of those 4 is
Don't be starting that. I just got grass to grow again.
is free but chill, right? So think you guys are sitting on your couch and the dogs are out with you guys and they're hanging out and you guys are watching TV. So you're watching the game, watching whatever series, whatever TV series you guys are watching together currently. Right now I'm watching The Shield with my wife.
Blue Bloods.
Which one?
Blue Bloods.
Oh
They,
yeah,
like, restarted
that's
from
on our
season
list
1.
eventually.
Yeah.
We were doing Chicago Fire for a little bit. We watched
all
The
three
Rookie.
of the Chicago's.
Yeah, we watched The Rookie. Right now we're watching The Shield. I recommend. It's an older show.
Yeah, I think
I think
Yeah,
you've seen
you've
that
probably
one.
seen it. Yeah, really good show. But we're watching that right now. But yeah, you guys are chilling. Dogs are chilling. What are they doing? They're free. What are they doing?
laying on the floor.
Laying on the floor. Maybe they get up. They walk around. What they're not doing is romping, right? So that's the context that matters when you have guests over. So what happens a lot of times is, and like if I went back like 6 months ago, I would have told you to do this. I've been like, put them on place, right? Just tell them they have to stay on place and that's it.
Right.
But if you think about it, that's not actually that's not what you really want, right?
No, I want them to behave.
Yeah, that's
Be
a
normal.
Band-Aid. Yeah, you just want a dog that's out with everybody, being a dog, and maybe they do something kind of like stupid, but they're normal. They're walking around and they go greet everybody. Maybe they beg for food for a second, but then they walk off, and like they're just there.
They're just there.
Yeah,
They're quiet.
They're not like,
Right.
you know, like, oh my God, like, you know, like, woo! You know, like they're not like all
Yep.
over the place, right?
Yep.
So the question is, how do you get that? The question is how you get that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Luna, here.
earlier when I was talking to you
Sit.
guys about the like evaluation and then getting cooperation of some kind and then fulfillment, then you have socialization, which they're very well socialized. Then the last thing you get is authority, right? So in that kind of context, what you want to have is a way to tell them, dude, enough. No more of this.
No.
Right? Stop
Sit.
it. Right? Nope. Nope.
Dude.
Nope. Nope.
Luna's like, I'm getting out
No.
of here.
Right.
So that's exactly how you do it. Now, how do you feel when you do it? Like a demon. Frankly, it makes me feel like a savage of some kind, right? But if you think about it in dog terms, do you ever see dogs using positive reinforcement on each other? Not really. No, like they play and stuff, but like if they want to tell the other one to stop doing that, they don't go like, okay,
No, they
all
bark
right.
or move.
You wanna,
somehow.
like-
Yeah.
do you
Or they
want
pick
this?
them up
I'll
with their
give you
mouth
this
and
if you
throw
do,
'em.
if you stop, right?
Yeah.
Like no, they're like, "Argh."
Right.
And the other dog's like, whoa, my bad. I was playing too rough, sorry. Right?
You get like a puppy, like a shepherd puppy,
Yeah,
and like another dog.
yeah.
The dog that the shepherd has deemed that dog needs to be corrected.
They'll
you
normally
will,
enforce.
You will
Yeah.
see like just the mouth go on them.
Right? They'll
Yeah.
correct, right? So you basically play that role, right? So what I would recommend is you choose the house as that context. So in that house, you don't want dogs going crazy. If they
Right.
want to go crazy, you go outside and you hang out with them and they run around and have a great time. Inside the house, they don't.
Right.
And the first time you have a guest over will be the best time to do it first. Now, the one thing that a lot of times people worry about is like, okay, well, I look evil in front of my friends. But
I just want normal dogs.
exactly.
She's out here.
For me, what I care about is that the dogs and the people are able to coexist and have a good time, right? Because if you look at it from Gunny's perspective, would he rather go to the basement and hear everything going on upstairs and want to be up there desperately, or be up there, make a bad decision, get talked to, have a conversation with dad or mom, and then go, my bad, and stop doing that? Definitely number two. But get to be part of the fun, right? Every time, every dog wants number two, right? So the analogy that's my favorite to give is, you guys, any kids?
Yeah, but they're older.
How old now?
18 are
18
the
and
youngest.
Oh, 6. So then you're okay. Then you'll know what I'm talking about. Then I have a 14-year-old. Yeah, you know exactly. You'll get it. You'll get this analogy perfectly. You've lived it. It'll be easy.
Okay.
Girls or boys?
Some of both.
One of both? Some
Yeah,
of both?
some of
Multiple?
both.
Oh, cool.
Well, yeah, we're
Six.
mixed-
See, I need to get on
mixed
your level
family
right
so-
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
got
even
2
better.
boys and
You guys are
got 2
blended like that Adam Sandler movie. Blending. Yes. Good. Okay.
Oh, that's right up your alley.
Yeah. They are blending. I'm picturing Terry Crews popping his pecs right now.
I love that movie.
Yeah. So, what do? If you picture that and you got your kid, say you got say it's one of your boys, say it's 10, he's 10 at that age, right? You got he's playing with a bunch of his friends. They're all running around having a good time. And your kid hauls off, just like you're watching them and they're not doing anything. And then it seems seemingly out of nowhere, your kid just like hauls off and like decks the other one, punches him right in the face. Other kid starts crying, whatever, right? Yeah, say that happens. Well, you got to do something about it, right? So do you go, my kid's name's Jaden, so do you go,
Luna.
hey,
No.
Jaden,
No.
don't do that. And he goes, okay, I won't do that again. And then you're like, okay. And he's like, runs off and starts playing with his friends again, right? Yeah, and he might do it again, right?
Right.
Well, and that jumps to the point is, are they going to do it again? Probably. Or do you go, dude, get over here. What was that? Right? And then the whole vibe changes. Nobody's having fun anymore.
Luna, here.
Nobody's having fun anymore, right?
Good.
Everything stops and he's in trouble, right? He gets talked to and then there's some kind of punishment after that. Like if I wanted, in this case, he's 14, I'm not going to spank him. That'll probably have not a good effect.
Right.
Yeah. That, in my opinion, that very often does not work on 14-year-old
Right.
boys. That just makes them angry.
Yeah.
So what I probably do is tell him like, all right, no VR for 2 weeks, right? Because he plays VR, which makes me dizzy. But
Very Gen Z
I get
punishment.
nauseous. Yeah, it's very Gen Z punishment. But I'm like, no VR for 2 weeks, right? And he gets free reign. I let him do what he wants with that kind of thing. He plays late at night. He has a good time. So if I take that, then it's like next time he's out doing it, he's going to be like, I'm not going to do that again, right? That was a big problem. That sucked a lot, right? What you're trying to get is exactly the same feeling from your dog. So say you guys are all hanging out, dogs come out. What I would do in this case, let one out at a time first when you first do it, just to get a handle on it. So let one out, whichever one you think will be easiest first. Let them be for a little bit. Yeah, maybe Gunny, yeah. And so let Gunny out, let him come out, and maybe he goes, dang, woo, right? And he's like, ew, and then he starts to go jump on somebody or won't leave somebody alone. The very first time you see him do it, do what I just did, right? Where I went nope, and then I popped it, and I went nope, and I popped it pretty hard, right? Now you're not out here like chopping wood or anything, right? But you're like nope and popping it pretty hard, right? How do you know if you've done it correctly? I have one example. There'll be a second one soon that's on YouTube. One of them I'm going to clip it out, but it's with a dog named Milo. It's actually a dachshund, so I look like the devil. Yeah, because he squeals a little bit.
He's a little
Yeah, he's
thing.
just a little thing, but he was attacking another dog,
Oh,
right? So it's like, okay, like if anything merits it, like, hey, attacking things, not okay, right?
Right.
Don't attack people, don't attack dogs. Attack ducks, no, don't attack ducks. But don't do that, right? So you know that you did it right by what you see from the dog. That's universal for all dog training. If your dog looks depressed, like, then if you're trying to play with them, you're not playing with them correctly,
right.
right? But if you're like playing with them and they're like, woo, and they're obviously having a great time, you're doing it right,
Doing it right.
right? You would be like, hey, like, what's wrong? I'm doing it wrong, right? Same thing with the flip side. I found it's very easy to get people to recognize, oh, I rewarded the dog. But it's hard to get people to recognize, oh, I punished the dog, right? Because in that case, all it is just a punishment. You're not giving them a command first or anything like that. You're just punishing the thing they did,
Right.
right? So you know that you did it right when they go, you want to, it's one of the only times that you ever want to see your dog kind of cower and act like there's like a little like Sarah McLachlan
Yeah.
style, like ASPCA, like in the arms of the angel stuff,
Right.
where they're like, right? You want to see that in your dog's face. And then as soon as you get that and you feel like it was sufficient for them to go, all right, because what you're trying to get is for them to everything stopped, pause. That's what you're looking for. Because if you don't, it's kind of like telling the kid, hey, don't do that, and he's like, okay, and like keeps going, right? Because Gunny does that all the time, right? You do a little pop, and he's like, right, and keeps going and doing what he's doing. That's not gonna work, because then he's just gonna right back to jumping in that circumstance.
So how do we don't have a leash on him in the house, so what do you do in the house? Like,
right, so with guests.
Or without leash, like what is the
without leash.
off
What I would
leash?
do is, at first, when you first do it, bring him out on a leash,
Okay.
right? But don't put any control. Just let him be out at the end of the leash. You could use this, like a flexi, and let him just kind of go do what he's doing. Or you could use a long line. That's probably the easiest one. You can get one from Tractor Supply for like $15. I have one in my back pocket right now, actually. Like that. 25 feet long, let him drag it around a little bit. It'll just drag on the floor. Use that. Hey, Gunny. Gunny! Good job. Do that first, that way you have something to pick up and use, right? Then, if you are off leash, you have two options. You could use the e-collar. You could say, don't do that, nope, and tap, tap, tap on the e-collar.
Okay.
The other option is you could just go over there and make it a problem another way, right? So you could just, if he has that collar on, you could go over there and be like, hey, don't do that, right? Nope, and then pop using your hand,
Got it.
right?
Okay.
And then you can use spatial and social pressure and be like, get in his face, right? Until you get, because all it matters is you get a particular result.
Right. Yeah.
He pauses, he's looking at you now, he's paying attention to you. With Gunny, you'll see him do this. Like that.
Okay.
Not all dogs do that, but he does that. He blinks a whole bunch. He'll kind of like, right?
Nope.
That's all you're looking for.
Okay.
As soon as you get that, sick, it's over, and then all you do is this. Okay. Like nothing happened. And you let him go do his thing. You go, break, good. Right? Because what you don't want is for him to then go, I'm still in trouble.
Right.
10 minutes later, he's still suppressed.
Right.
You want him to go, oh, okay, I did something, but it didn't hurt the relationship. It didn't break anything.
Right.
Because you don't want a dog that's shut down all the time, walking on eggshells.
Right.
You want a dog that's normal, right? So you do that authority,
You want to be normal,
right? You
honey?
cause that problem, and then everything's back to normal. You say, okay, break, and they go and do whatever they're doing, right? That's all you're looking for. You goofball.
Why you bend it down?
Yeah.
Careful, you're gonna get shorts.
Any more questions about how that works? You can also do it if they jump, and if you don't want them to jump, just do the same thing, and they'll be very unlikely to jump. Because like if you see where we're doing is like that's a band-aid, right?
Yeah.
Where we go nope and we pop, but she goes back to jumping again.
Right.
Right? So you have to choose. Do you want them to never jump? Okay. So then if you want them to never jump on you, because he doesn't jump on me,
Right.
right? So watch him jump on me. That'd be kind of fun. But like, if you don't want him to do it, let them go do it. Don't like bait them, because that's not fair.
Right.
But if they go to jump on you naturally, go nope, and then do what I just did earlier,
Okay.
right? And make a big problem. And then they'll be like, dang, they don't like that. And then give them something alternative to do, right? Be like, okay, go over there, go sniff stuff, right? Or you could get a different thing that you want. Like you could go, Gunny, hey buddy, sit. Good job.
All
Right.
he wants.
Good job.
Literally all he
Right.
wants. That and licking.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Attention point has to jump in there too.
That's good.
Whenever
Hi,
one of
guys.
them gets attention, the
Good.
other one's always like, "What about me?"
Gunny.
Oh, when we
Good.
take them for walks,
Yeah.
if she was 5 paces
Good.
ahead and he's back there
Good.
sniffing around, she will start barking and crying because
Good.
she can't go
Yeah.
too far from him. She wants to be right beside him.
I love both these dogs because they have so much character.
They
you
have
know
a
what
lot
I
of
mean?
personality.
So much.
They do.
Especially Gunny.
They do.
I like Gunny though because he just he's just trying to live his life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'd see him when we were on the way to the park. He just look at me like I'm just trying to live my
I'm just
life.
trying to live my life.
I like it.
Absolutely.
Nope.
All right, right here, right there. Nope. 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 Right? See how she. Okay, go. Good girl. Good. All right, now Happy Time's back.